What's going on, guys? It is Monday, 5 p.m. We're only dashing for dinner today. It's going to be a quick little short video. So we're going to go from about 5 p.m. till about 8 p.m. So about 3 hours. My goal is to hit $100. Ambitious, right? That's what I'm thinking. So we'll see how it goes. It's currently 5:15 and we've only gotten one offer so far on GrubHub, and it was garbage, so we didn't take it. So we'll see you guys on our first order. So I just took my first order here. If you see these water spots on my shirt, I opened up a water bottle and it was left in my car, and I think because of the heat, it literally exploded. So when I opened it up, it just... Anyhow, so I took a screenshot of the order that we're taking. This is an order that I normally wouldn't really take. One, I don't think I've ever been to this restaurant before. It's really out of the way, but it's already 5:20 and we're sitting here not doing anything, and I'm trying to make money, you know? So I figured, why not? $9.75. The restaurant, I think it's kind of fancy, so maybe it'll be a little bit extra on top. Who knows? The drop-off looks super close to the restaurant, so most of my driving is really from where I was at in the town center to the restaurant. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see you at drop-off, guys. So I got to the restaurant. The food wasn't ready. The restaurant was completely dead. Not a single soul inside. He asked me what company I was for. I said I'm doing a DoorDash. He said give me 5 more minutes. Took exactly 5 minutes. I got the order all picked up, and we're about 1 minute away from the customer's house. So hey, I'm not complaining, okay? Like, if you have the money, you can get things delivered. Hey, I'm all for it, right? I'm guilty of that too, you know. But hey, like I said, I'm not even mad about it. If you have the money and you don't want to go down a mile, I'll drive 6 miles out of my way to drop it off for you. Hopefully there's a little bit of tip on there, you know. But I guess we'll find out together. See you guys. I got it dropped off, and look, my intuition was correct. It ended up being $24. So it had like a $21 tip, and the rest was base pay. So now we're sitting at $24.60, which is awesome for only doing one order, and it was going like what, 6 miles, you know, give or take. So now it's currently 5:46. We're making our way back towards the town center. I am gonna pass a couple of fancy places here, so I'm kind of hoping to get something along the way, because usually when I stay up here, people up here tend to be more wealthy, and okay, that doesn't always mean they tip you well, but for the most part they do. But anyways, we'll see you guys in the next order. I'm here at the next order from Mon Ami Gabi. I'll put it in the screen here for you guys. The only reason why I took it is I looked at the items, and it has a steak dinner for 4. So just by reading that and by knowing that this place is fancy, I'm assuming that it's got to be pretty pricey. So I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. I mean, I'm still gonna get $10.50. The miles are a little out there, but hey, it is what it is. So we'll see you guys at the order. The food was ready, just sitting there for us. Now we're about 11 minutes away, or 5 miles. It is kind of taking us in like the boonies type, but it's a lot of food. So hopefully, you know, we get a little more on top, and yeah. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Today we're on a roll. Look at that payout. It ended up being what, $20.45. We'll take it. We're sitting at $45.17, only 2 orders into our dash, which is awesome. Obviously, we can't maintain that type of pace. I would love it if we could, but it's unrealistic. Anyhow, I'm making my way back to the town center. I'm about 10 minutes away. As you can see, it's a lot of green. So there's a lot of green in the background because we got plenty of trees out here in the boonies. But yeah, so hopefully the next order will be just as good, but maybe with less miles. We'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, so after getting to the town center, it took us a while, man. Probably like 15-20 minutes to get another order. And then I'm being from Chipotle. I took a screenshot here. And as I got that order, I also got this order from GrubHub, also from Chipotle, going in the same direction. So you know we took them both. So yep, so we got both of them picked up. I'm gonna drop off the GrubHub order first, because that one is more on the way, if that makes sense. And then drop off the DoorDash order. It shouldn't be too bad, because I'm only gonna deviate like 1 minute off my route, so it should be fine, I think, right? In theory. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this dropped off. All right, guys, we got both orders dropped off, no issues. So now I believe we're sitting at about $63 or $64, or just about there. I'm sure the right total's in the screen somewhere for you guys. I don't think we're gonna hit 100 based on how slow it became. But I think 75, I think just one more order, we can go ahead and call it a day. It's died down a lot. Like, I don't know what happened, or maybe there's a lot of dashers out here, which is also a possibility. But it's currently 7:17. we've only really done 4 orders. So I mean, our you know, dollars to order ratio is pretty good. And I'm hoping to get at least 1 more in. But yeah, hopefully get 1 more order in the book. So as I was passing the shopping center, I was hoping to get an order from any restaurant, and I did. Glory Days answering the call for $9.50, about 4 miles. Glory Days isn't really the best in my area, at least for deliveries. They're not really designed for that. You know, it's more like a sports bar type of place. But I couldn't pass it up. The pickup time is supposed to be now. I doubt that it's ready. I can kind of see the little pickup shelves, and they all look empty. So I'm going to give them maybe a few more minutes before I go inside and take the order. So you guys get the order picked up. I only waited like about 2 or 3 minutes. It's a bunch of wings. I'm not going to lie. It smells delicious in the car. So yeah, definitely my last order. So I need to get myself some dinner. Get ready for tonight's game. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm pretty sure the Ravens are going to win. I don't really have a lot of faith in the Raiders. But I'm sure by the time this video comes out, the game's already been decided. But it doesn't matter. Anyways, so yeah, I'm pretty sure this will be my last order. I mean, if I get another one as I drop it off, or, you know, just right about then I'll do it if it's good. But it's not looking likely. But yeah, so see you guys at the drop off. It is about 9 minutes away, or again 4.1 miles, whatever. But yeah, so I think all in all, for dashing for basically 2.5, maybe not even 3 hours, because it's only 7:26. By the time I finish, it'll be 7:35, and I started at 5:15. We had a hell of a day. We did get lucky with those 2 big orders at the beginning, which, you know, are not always going to happen. But I like to think that a lot of people pass those up, because there's no way that I was the first dasher between where that restaurant was and where I was. So I think a lot of people declined it, because face value wise, you're thinking this is not that much money, and I'm going out of my way, you know, to a restaurant that I had never heard of before, you know. But it's one of those calculated risks you got to take, you know, and it is what it is. So I think we'll at least maybe hit the goal of doing 75, if not just shy of it, which I think it's a win, because it's been super slow in my area lately, and I'm trying to make up ground for it by dashing tonight. I don't normally dash on Mondays. It's typically the day off that I give to myself, spend it with the fam or friends, you know, kind of hang out, kind of, you know, to de-stress really, because again, the job isn't physically hard, but it can be mentally taxing, because like I said, no one's telling you to go out and dash, no one's telling you to go out and take these orders. You have to tell yourself, you know. So like I said, try to always have goals, because they really do help, you know. And again, you're not always going to hit them. If some days are going to be bad, there's so many things out of our control in this job. The only thing we can truly control is which orders we take, you know, and our mood, really, you know. Because if you're, I see some dashes that are like, oh man, it's terrible now, there's so many dashes out there, I used to make so much money, blah 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 blah, and it's just all this negativity, bro. And I'm like, I get it, you're frustrated, you're mad, and you're kind of just venting, and I get it. Sometimes I do that too, you know, but it doesn't really do any good. Like, if it's really that bad and you think it's really that slow and it's not working out for you, there's plenty of jobs out there, especially right now, that are hiring. I'm not trying to discourage anyone from dashing or doing gig work. I think gig work is great. I think a lot of people think it's easy and a lot of people think it's simple, but it's a little more than that, really. And after you do it for a little bit, you know, you kind of start to realize that. And a lot of people, maybe even your own family, they might think it's not a real job, or they might think, oh, you know what, it's so simple, anyone can do it. And like I said, unless you've done the job, you really don't know what it's like, you know, to deal with people that don't want to tip, or deal with the merchants, or with DoorDash, or any of the apps playing their games, you know, or the apps are going down, or whatever, the pay is slower, you know, all that stuff. And in the end, the only people that can truly relate is all the drivers, like you guys or me. That's why I started watching YouTube videos. So I'm like, man, there's got to be someone out there that knows what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, that's another ramble for another time. But yeah, so like I said, about 5 minutes away now. But I'll see you guys after the drop. Just dropped that last order off. Had the customer meet me at the door because it was handed to me. It ended up being like almost $10, like $9.89 or something like that. So on DoorDash, we finished at $62.81. And on GrubHub, let me check here real quick, real time. We finished at $9.94. Ooh, we're getting an order from GrubHub right now. Ooh, tempting, but not really. Look how far. You can't even see that, but it's pretty far. Like you see where the little merchant dot is, which is up here, and the home of the guy, which is down here. It's pretty far. Sorry, it's kind of blurry. You probably couldn't see, but it's a terrible order. It's like 12 miles for $12. But anyhow, I'll put the total here for you guys. We didn't hit our goal of 75 or 100 even, but it was pretty good. We only did 5 orders, so you gotta think about that too. Okay, 5 orders. But anyways, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. I'll throw the numbers up. I'll throw the numbers up here for you guys. Be safe. Take care.